The underworld in Terraria just got new life in the Labor of Love update, and today we're going to take a closer look at it. Greetings friends, Khaios here. Isn't this dirt block pet amazing? I love it. I think I'm going to use it all the time. If you want to know how you get it, be sure to check back later this afternoon for a short video telling you how you can find one. But I digress. Along with the other amazing changes that 1.4.4 has brought to Terraria, there is a new tree type. And unlike a certain pair of slackers, this new tree has a unique block and furniture set to go along with it. For this tree, we are diving deep into the underworld, the old-fashioned way. And while I dig down to it, I really wanted to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for how kind and supportive you've been over the most recent videos on my channel. Viewership has skyrocketed to levels I have not experienced before, and subscribers are climbing at a rate that means we might actually reach our 300,000 subscriber goal by the new year. The algorithm is loving the new content thanks to you all, and it may just bring the biggest growth my channel has ever seen. If you're one of the many new viewers and you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification button. I'm aiming to get videos out every day for the next couple of weeks, as well as a few videos a week after that, so if you love Terraria and building content, you may like what I have planned in the future. Thank you all for helping me push towards that 300k goal. You all are amazing. Unless you're playing on one of the new world seeds, you may not have seen the new trees upon reaching the underworld. The center of the map is occupied by obsidian and hellstone structures, of course, and that means less likelihood of the new ash foliage. But if you explore a little in one direction or the other, you will eventually come across this new mini biome. Orange-red grass grows right on top of the ash blocks. Large, twisted trees with glowing ember tips spread out across it. If you find any grass hanging from the ceiling, you will also see a fun new vine. I never thought that I needed foliage in my underworld before now, but having seen it, I can't imagine hell completely barren again. It's a bit hard to tell due to the ambient light of the biome, but the grass, vines, and trees actually glow, producing a faint reddish light. The glow might seem unnecessary since the underworld itself glows, unless... Yep, you are capable of growing these plants anywhere, including the surface. To get the ash grass seeds, simply break a bunch of ash grass. Then grab a bunch of ash blocks and take them to the location of your choice. The ash grass seeds work exactly like any other grass seed type in the game, so you all know what to expect there. Same goes for the vines. They'll grow on their own over time. Using a bed will help speed that up, and if you're in journey mode, combining sleeping in a bed with the 24 times speed clock will make it even faster. Ash trees grow from standard everyday acorns, so you don't even need to chop down a single ash tree to be able to plant them. You could just use acorns that you find on the surface. But if you do decide to chop down an ash tree, you'll find that it has some unique drops. Just like the other tree variants, it can drop random stuff when you hit it, including some coin and a piece of wood, ash wood specifically. But it also has two unique food drops, pomegranate and spicy pepper. I talked to the guide and it looks like they are used only in fruit juice or fruit salad. I would have pictured some interesting recipes for the chili pepper, but I guess spicy juice works. Cutting down an ash tree yields ash wood. This may be one of my favorite new blocks. It bears some striking resemblances to large bamboo when painted, especially in its wall form. I really like to use large bamboo wall as a vertical support beam in my medieval builds. It looks perfect for that when painted brown, but it only goes up and down. There's no way to place large bamboo wall in a horizontal pattern. Ashwood wall, however, has a very similar appearance as large bamboo wall, and it runs horizontally, not vertically. They also match each other very closely when you paint them brown. So this has suddenly become my favorite horizontal wooden support for my builds. I'm sorry, Rich Mahogany, you were good to me for years, but I think it's time to move on. The wonders of the ash wood don't stop there, however. This block creates probably my favorite looking furniture set in the entire game. It's just so twisted and gnarled, almost like it's straight out of a Tim Burton movie, and I love it. And the light sources for the set are especially appealing. I really enjoy when nature furniture sets include lights that belong in foliage, kind of like how the mushroom and living wood sets do. Ashwood is no exception. These lights would blend right in with the foliage outside. But perhaps my favorite part of this wood is actually the fence that it produces. This is such a unique fence shape. I've actually used it several times over the past few videos in my forest builds. You may or may not have noticed them. This fence looks wonderful as a twisted thorn when painted brown, and you could use it in such a way that it really adds to the landscaping detail. Can I just say that I am so thankful that the artists at Relogic tend to do new sprites rather than recolors more often than not? That would be so boring if Ashwood was just like any other wood stuff but kind of grayish. I know they do recolors, I'm looking at you Celestial sets, but they don't do it often, and I'm greatly appreciative of that. All in all, amazing new blocks, walls, and furniture. But I'm going to be a little bit critical about the game here. Despite the new amazing hell foliage, I find the nature landscape generation a bit lackluster for my tastes. So I'm going to go ahead and build my own hellscape using the new plants and see how much I can change things up. I'm also going to be building this on the surface primarily for one reason. While I do love the underworld backgrounds, I feel like I want to experience this landscape project of mine in the dark of night. Unfortunately, I can't do that in the underworld, so I'm building it up top. You might not notice some of the blocks that will be going into this build, but I don't want you to think that everything in here is brand new to the update, so I'm going to mention some of them right now. I'm using ice block with negative paint to get some very hot looking molten stone. The fog and smoke come from fog and chimneys respectively. Now let's see how the demonic landscape looks when it's all done. Okay, I'm rather proud of this one. I love the way that the new plants fit in with the scolding environment around them. And honestly, it's kind of making me want to do something absolutely insane. Like, build my own custom world seed from scratch, every biome structure customized and landscaped. It would probably take me over a year to do, but it's pretty tempting. We'll see. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed this look into the new Hell mini biome, as well as the stuff that comes out of it. If you did, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. A huge thank you to my biggest supporters for the month: Matt Dragon, Nate Wiley, HighPick3, Duke Samron, and Nick Peasley. And be sure to check out my channel artist MythicalWater, linked in the description below. Thank you all very much for watching. Be back soon with a new video. Until then, happy building.